For
That's
those of you who are listening and watching, this is hat. We call this hat the bald man's cap because it's the most comfortable hat for the scalp, and it's also the most stylish.
uh,
Whoever is the oppressor, right? They want people to think that it's really upside down. Like we look forward to letting our mind go idle when really it's the opposite. Really, it's the opposite.
I think you are the one and only recruit from Amador Valley High School in my 21 years that came to Merritt College.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
And
But it was all meant to be because even though I was, my mom, she has Section 8 in Pleasanton, but my whole family is from Oakland, like my mom's side and my dad's side. Like I have no family member that's not from the city. So
well, I remember your grandfather lived right off 98th,
yeah,
down below, below MacArthur, block or two.
yep, 98th and Bancroft. That's where I grew up. That's where I stayed. That's where I was living while I was attending Merritt College. That's where I was living. So,
Yeah.
rest in peace, my grandpa, Floyd Sr.
I remember you were very close, and I remember seeing you guys in high school. You won the Meet of Champions in the 4x4.
Be the champions for our four. Yeah.
Brandon Johnson was one of your teammates, and he went to SF City, and you came to Merritt, and
Yeah, yeah. Merritt was a significant pivot point in my life because um if you didn't have that opportunity to go straight to a 4 year, or your parents didn't go straight to a 4 year, or it's not even in your family's expectation to go to college. Me, for example, I'm first generation college student. Nobody went. Merit is an opportunity for you to go and say, okay, well, I don't have a $20,000 to attend a university, but I do have an opportunity here. Junior college, I was able to run track with Brock, and get the opportunity to compete at the next level, and get a bachelor's degree at a 4 year university that was also at the next level. What other opportunities do we have, you know, um, like that for Oakland kids?
what about that 4x1, the NorCal trials? You stepped in on the first leg.
Mhm,
I forget what happened, but you didn't usually run the first leg, but I think Pearson usually did, but you stepped in
mhm.
and you ran a great
Was
first
that was
leg.
that 4x1 with me, Emil, Mike, and somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that 4x1. That we was
Was
rolling.
Jordan on that?
Yeah, Jordan might have been on that too. Yeah, we was rolling because we showed it when we all came to visit you, and we had that little potluck. We showed that race, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big race because yeah, I did step up and I got a good start. I got out real good, and
Yeah.
I was real low on the start. That's the one thing I remember about that race is when I started, I was real low, like it was a really good start,
I
you know.
remember it was like just a hugely clutch performance to just step in and get that done. And
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean, I was
remember
only
you.
behind Emil and them like maybe a couple milliseconds. Pearson was fast.
Yeah,
Pearson,
yeah,
he was a fast 200 guy,
right.
but like, I was only behind Mill and Mike and Jordan like by like 0.2 millis.
Well, I remember you called me from when you transferred to Cal State LA, you called me one day. You were so relieved and happy and excited that you finally like broke through. I
Broke
think
10.
100 maybe. You broke
Yeah, yeah, I broke 10.
the 10.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and we pretty much went from being college athletes, getting the opportunity to run track at Merritt to go into university to me ending up being a successful business owner. And I majored in psychology when I got to the university. I really like psychology. I've always been a critical thinker, a very introspective person. And I did the psychology thing. Then I became a behavioral therapist. I took the BCBA exam. I became a behavioral therapist, but it didn't really sit well in my heart. And I was already doing entrepreneurial things in college. I was throwing events, I was throwing social events for the track team, and I was throwing barbecues and school events to basically bring people together. And I came to the conclusion, okay, maybe it's meant for you to be a business owner. So now I am a successful business owner. And the only reason why I say successful, even though we're not making millions, is because we've made sales. We created the Ball Man's Cap. Now we have the Ball Man's Tonic and we have the Ball Man's Gummies. And the Bald Man's gummies have purple carrot juice and biotin B7, and the tonic is for your scalp, and it has caffeine, biotin, and plant-based turmeric in it. And we also have the Bald Man's cap. So basically, it's like an accessory for those who like our hair products. So I know I just jumped so many different layers, but pretty much all that led up to me being a business owner. And I am a e-commerce store owner as well. That's I should add that detail because most of our products are e-commerce. I started an e-commerce store in 2020, you
So
know.
the bald man's cap, like, and then all these other products, is it supporting that they're already bald and it's like to
Of
keep everything
course.
looking good
Of
and bald?
course. This
It's
is
not
okay.
for people with hair or to grow hair. It's just to
So for the
make
audience, for
that's
those of you who are listening and watching, this is hat. We call this hat the bald man's cap because it's the most comfortable hat for the scalp, and it's also the most stylish. So
okay.
it also feels great on your scalp, and it's really good during the winter time. So Bald Man's Cap, if you're a purchaser of our Bald Man's Tonic or our Bald Man's Gummies, you would absolutely love the hat. And we sold a lot of these in 2020. A lot of people that weren't even bald bought these hats, girls, guys. It's a
What does
stylish
it
hat.
say on there?
Providential.
Okay.
Yeah, Providential stitched in gold, and it also has our logo right here. This is our first private label product. Private label meaning it has our logo on it and our brand on it. Providential means occurring at a favorable time, occurring at a divine time. So just to add a little bit of meaning to the hat, and it's a seven panel layer dad hat. So yep. So
Awesome.
yeah, man, just trying to scale up. We're trying to scale up our business, and on whoever is the oppressor, right? They want people to think that it's really upside down. Like we look forward to letting our mind go idle. And what I mean by letting our mind go idle is, oh, I can't wait to watch Netflix, or I can't wait to sit down and watch TV, and I can't wait to play this game, or just, we look forward to it because that's how we're wired to think. When really it's the opposite. Really, it's the opposite. In my favorite book, Outwitting the Devil says himself, he says, I don't have control over the people that have control over their time, but I have everybody who's letting their mind go idle. He said, sin is anytime you're doing something that's not beneficial to your existence. So that means every time you slack off because it feels good, that's really a sin. That's that's deep, bro. But it's true. It's so true. Even though that's like an alien way to live, let me not waste any time. Let me just go, go, go. But that's how you would attain the life that you want. That's how you would actually manifest things in this reality. Is by utilizing time, the wheel in the sky that keeps going. So when you align your habits with the hypnotic rhythm with time, then stuff will manifest. Like, and the hypnotic rhythm is inevitably affecting us all because it can affect you in a negative way and a positive way. If you smoke cigarettes every day, yeah, you're gonna eventually get sick or get emphysema or have like a lung disease because that's a part of your hypnotic rhythm. You didn't break the habit. But say if you worked out every day, of course you're going to be in shape and be healthy at 34 years old, because we had Brock training us when we were 21, 22, and I still look like I'm in my 20s and feel healthy because I've been working out for all these years, all these compounding efforts. It's a part of your hypnotic rhythm, working out. I still work out. You know what I'm saying? I still have healthy eating habits. Because it's like it's all compounding. Every habit is adding up to an ultimate trajectory. So that'll have you going throughout your life not wanting to do anything that isn't leading up to who you want to be or your goals. Like, for real.
Speak.
You know,
Speak,
yeah.
Floyd Jackson.
Man,
You don't need me. I don't have to say a word. I'm just listening to the wisdom of the ocean.
hey, if you want to be a scientist, then you ask yourself, what does a scientist actually do every day? Align yourself with those habits, and before you know it, you'll be a scientist. Like I said, in order to build yourself up to everything that I am, you need influences. You need men in your life that are going to influence you. And Brock was one of those men. speaking to him right now, whoever's watching this, because my dad and my uncle, they're like my brothers. And I say that because they are. My dad didn't give a lot of fatherly advice. My parents had me at 18 years old. They were still going to Castlemont High School in Oakland. They were both seniors. They didn't know they were kids having a kid, because having male influences and having somebody in your ear is important. And that's what I was trying to get at earlier, even though I couldn't articulate myself. Having somebody like Brock, these guys in our life, even though we're just playing sports, they're they're in your ear, they're influential in your life in all areas. You know what I mean? Because I'm not even bringing up the fact that Brock had to call me and say, bro, what are you doing? Get your together. You know, you're about to have an opportunity to run out of college. What are you doing? Get yourself together. Because you're not the path you're going down isn't going to lead you to success. This is going to lead you to success, even if I had to raise my voice to do it. And sometimes you got to raise your voice. We from Oakland. You know what I'm saying? So Brock might have to get on us for us to get the message and get on it. You know what I mean? It's real. It's real. And some kids need that. And a lot of kids don't have that. What direction is Oakland going? What are we doing? What is happening with the city? So the last thing we need to take away is Merritt Track and Field, JC Sports. Like, are you kidding me? What are you guys going to replace it with? What are you guys going to replace it with?